there will be tears. That I guarantee.
And it was surreal. It was tripped out, man.
Brother, if I answered you, I am so going to give something away.
Guys, first and foremost, congratulations on 5 seasons of, 4 seasons, and let's fingers crossed the 5th one, of era-defining television.
Thank you.
What sort of occasion are these kind of premieres and red carpets now for you guys? Do you kind of feel like you're at an after party, at a wake? Like, how do you have closure on this experience yet?
I mean, right now, we were just talking to the cast last night. We love it because it allows us to be delusional that it's not ending, because we get to all be together, you know? So every time we do something like this, it's just getting the gang back together, and we can all pretend like, oh, we'll see each other in, a few more months and work on season 6, even though we know that's not happening. So we love it, yeah.
I just talk about like the morning after, like the last day of shoot, and how everything sort of sinks in. I guess for you guys, it'll be the last red carpet, or the last junket, the last flight you get away from the rest of the cast. It'll be like, wow, that's it now. That's
we get to drag it out for a while, because all the way till New Year's Day, because the finale will be showing in some theaters on New Year's Day, so we're all going to go and experience that. So I don't know if you ask. So we're okay up until New Year's Day,
and
but
after that,
we're all going to curl up in a ball and cry.
Talk about this season, guys. Has this felt particularly different? Because you launch something and then there's the added pressure every year of it's got to be just as good as the last one, etc. But when you can see the landing coming, do you feel like the excitement of the crescendo, or the pressure of, not wanting to go out on a bum note?
Well, yeah, we did feel a lot of pressure. I mean, there are obviously a lot of long-running shows that don't stick the landing.
Not naming any names.
No, never. But, we felt once we sort of cracked the final 10, 20 minutes of the show, once we knew what those were, then we started to feel calmer about everything else. Because you could do 10 great hours of entertainment and you mess up at the end and no one will ever forgive you. So once we had that, we felt better going in. But you're still anxious and nervous, and we'll see. We'll know shortly how people feel.
I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. One thing they tell you in entertainment is never work with children or animals. You chose this cast years ago, and we don't always know that they're all going to be great actors in a few years' time.
No.
But they've developed into great people, great actors.
Yes.
So beloved around the world. How kind of proud are you guys of these guys? How does it feel to kind of let them fly off now into the world?
Very proud. Very proud. They were all great kids, and they were all unbelievably talented. They were special. we knew that they were special at the time. Of course, we weren't expecting the show to become what it became, and in terms of how many people were watching it, and that's scary, because they're very young age and they're dealing with things that nobody else has to deal with. But so the fact that they've all made it through and become not more mature actors, but very, very good people is absolutely incredible. And no, we know how talented they are, and we're excited to see them go off and do different things. I was talking about this last night with some of us. We're stoked to see what they do next, and we know how good they are in these roles. I'm excited to see them do different things.
And the really cool thing is that they all survived to the end of this, right? And no.
We have
another icon.
No, we'll see.
If anybody dies, it's only in it's in the world of Stranger Things.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for the entertainment over the years. Looking forward to the Boroughs next year. We'll catch you down the line.
Yeah,
thanks so much.
Mate, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On 4 and what I'm sure will be 5
Yes.
amazing series of era-defining television. Every interview, every date, every set you sit on, meal you have, chat you have, probably until the day you die, someone is going to ask you about this show. How does that sit with you?
I love it. I put my life into the show for the past 10 years of my existence. And the reward is wonderful. Being here at this premiere with the fans, I couldn't ask for anything better, honestly. It's a great opportunity. I'm super grateful, super humbled to know the cast, to know the Duffers, to be able to have the opportunity to audition and represent Lucas at the utmost. So honestly, I'd talk about it forever. I'm happy.
Glad to hear it, man. How different does this season felt, because having that kind of end game there, that end date, counting down the days, I've got one more day of playing this character and then he's gone from me forever. Has that been kind of like a bit of an emotional weight on you guys, or is it just like the excitement of the crescendo of something coming to the end?
100%. I think it's something that I'm still trying to understand and fully fathom. I've been a part of the show half my life, and it's part of something I've known more than not. And it's just like we finished last year, and then I was told, okay, then we have to do press, and then we're gonna be around the cast. It's like, all right, cool. And then the show hasn't come out yet, and then there's the aftermath effect with the show being out, and
so you guys got closure yet, or are you kind of feeling
it's
like
weird.
When the last party ends, that's it?
Yeah, I think I won't realize it maybe till like 2 years from now, because it was 10 years of my life. It's not like it's gonna. Yeah, it's just one of those things I don't really understand yet, but I understand why it's ending. I feel like we wouldn't cherish the moment if it didn't end. You know? Just
wait till people start rewatching it every Christmas, like Harry Potter, and then
literally
whole of the train.
It's gonna be great, and then it's gonna be trending 1 year and talked about.
Well, congratulations, man! I've been thoroughly entertained for many years now. It's great to see you. I cannot wait to see what you guys have in store.
I appreciate you.
This year. Take it
yes,
easy,
sir.
man.
Alrighty.
You can sense my excitement from afar. I feel. I cannot tell you how many times I watched and rewatched Terminator 2. As I grew up, like the last scene when you're at the gas station and you drive off into the sunset and the music descends is one of the most iconic scenes of all cinema. It is in my mind forever until the day I leave this earth. So for that, thank you very much.
Oh, sweet.
You have just joined for the crescendo of undoubtedly the biggest TV show in the world. How does that feel? I guess someone who's been around the block, you don't feel the same sort of pressure that these guys might be under to be like, we got to get this right.
In a way, you feel more pressure. I think as a fan, and to make sure that I can insert myself seamlessly into it. It really did have a bit of a stress to it. Plus it went on forever before we started. It was like months before I could tell anyone, and then months more because of the strikes, and all that tension just builds up. You're like, when are we gonna do this thing? And then it took a year to shoot. So I've been in for a while now.
I guess I guess there would be a lot of pressure because you feel like a gift to the audience, because this show, a lot of the popularity is based on kind of that nostalgia of a decade that you kind of straddled, you sort of defined for a lot of people.
Right.
So I suppose it is feeling like, well, I hope they don't ruin Linda Hamilton, because she's going to be great in this. What was it like to step into this family? Because these guys have really grown up together.
Yes. Well, for one, they're a very beautiful family. You don't know that going in. But I was so welcomed, and within a couple of days it felt like I'd been there forever. Because that's how comfortable, and the writing was good, and you know, it was smooth.
What was it like to kind of step back into that decade in a way? Because the detail of the sets and the clothes and the music, which is such a huge part of this, it must kind of feel like going through a time machine in a way, apart from all the monsters. But then again, your 80s had monsters in as well.
I've always had monsters, that's for sure. I didn't, looking back, 2 decades later, I wasn't a big fan of the 80s. You know, I mean, I have pictures of myself looking so ridiculous with hair this big, and you know, I'm not a fan of the 80s, the vibe, the look. The vibe maybe, but so, you know, I'm not the one to say, oh, the 80s, I'm glorifying them, but
do you think it's one of those that we listen to the music and we get a little bit rose-tinted spectacles? Everyone looks back at when they were younger, or like their pictures of holidays growing up, and they're like, oh, that was amazing, but you actually put them back there, they'd be like, wow, this sucks, where's the internet?
Yeah, I don't get the charm with the 80s, but I guess I was in my prime then.
You're still in your prime, Linda. Don't worry about that. Finally, we've been hearing a lot from the kind of fans in the audience here tonight of what they're hoping from this series, and most of them just say, I really hope this person doesn't die. I hope that person doesn't die. Can we expect a bloodbath? Are we going to be tears by New Year's Eve? Or what? What can you share?
There will be tears. That I guarantee. That's all I can say.
Linda Hamilton, everybody. Linda.
How can we
Hamilton.
even do an interview with Linda Hamilton talking?
It feels frankly disrespectful. Sean, you're the busiest man in Hollywood at the moment. Do you have time to be here? I thought you were knee deep in a galaxy far, far away.
I am indeed. I literally shot Starfighter all day, put on a suit, put some shit in my hair, and raced here to be with you. So yeah, I mean, it's to be shooting Star Wars in the day and celebrating Stranger Things at night. It is beyond any version of a career that I ever could have dreamed of.
How are things going over there at the moment?
Well, I'm happy to say it's going really well. We're now over halfway through the shoot, and Ryan Gosling is every bit as dreamy as I expected, but also just a dream of a collaborator. And the rest of the cast is just dope as hell, and we feel that we're really sort of doing something in a tone that is so loving of this legacy, but also very much a new story, new timeline, new characters, new adventure.
I can't wait for it, man. It feels like the right amount of time has passed now where that kind of enthusiasm, that interest in other stories in that world is starting to peak once again. But let's not detract away from why we're here, Stranger Things. Talk me through kind of the experience of this for you, because for a lot of these guys, a lot of these kids into adults, this has been their youth, this is growing up, but you've had all these so huge projects on the side outside of this world. Do you feel the same kind of the loss that these guys must be going through now when it comes to an end?
I mean, look, there were none of us at that final table read who weren't tear-soaked. It has been a huge part of our lives. It's been 10 years. Now, for the kids, it's been the defining, formative influence of their still very new life. It's been half their lives. For myself, for the Duffers, you know, it's maybe not half our lives, but it is the defining chapter of our careers.
You guys feel like proud parents in a way to see
Very
what
much
kind
so.
of actors and people these guys have
Yeah,
grown
and
up.
not just proud parents of these kids and these young actors, but proud parents of this show. Like, we took something that the world did not expect, did not know what to make of it. When I read the Duffer script, I didn't know that it would be a hit. I didn't sign up for any strategic reasons. I just needed to be a part of it because I knew it was special and I wanted to help get it into the world.
And finally, it's been a bit of pandemonium here. There've been a lot of interviews with, you know, the people who've just come and want to see you guys and kind of celebrate the end of the series. And every time there's been an interview, all they've said is, I hope X person doesn't die. I hope this person doesn't die. How disappointed are we going to be in this season? Are we expecting a bloodbath?
Brother, if I answered you, I am so going to give something away. So you're getting nothing from me on that one. But thanks for asking.
I'm looking forward to it
Right
anyway,
on.
man. Take care of
Thanks,
yourself.
chatting.
Brett,
Hey.
scene-stealing son of a gun.
Oh my God, you're too kind. And
Stranger
two.
Things. How do you go 2 for 2? You've absolutely defined the last sort of like 10 years of quality broadcast.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I feel very lucky to have been in the 2 of the greatest shows ever made. Yeah, absolutely.
Talk me through your journey this last few years, because you've been involved in a lot of great projects, one of those included, but you could have never imagined what transpired with this, how it grabbed people's imaginations, how it really took over the world. Feels like a horror version of Friends in a way that it's kind of gripped and touched everybody.
I've never, but that's absolutely true, yeah. Yeah, it's an amazing thing to be a part of that is so massive. I don't know if I've consciously wrapped my head around it still. I don't know if I ever will. It's just one of those things that's larger than me, larger than everybody involved except maybe the Duffer brothers. And I'm just so grateful to them. I mean, this character came into season 2. I was not supposed to be what he became, but I'm so grateful to them that they believed in me and felt, liked what I was doing enough to keep me going.
Do you think it's fair to say your character might be the most fun to play? Because when you play larger than life characters, there must be a bit of a kind of a catharsis of like, oh, I'd love to just act like this in public.
Yeah, I really felt like I was given the gift of this character because as they are so influenced by 80s filmmakers, I'm very influenced by the 80s comedic actors of that time who were like either Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night Live adjacent, talking like Bill Murray, John Candy, Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd.
SCTV.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Not to mention Monty Python. So it was like this chance, Gene Wilder, all the Mel Brooks actors. So it was a great way to meld those two influences because I'm so influenced by those films too. And he was very much like a character that I wanted to play growing up, which was essentially the comedic relief in an action sci-fi movie.
And in this pouring rain, I won't keep you too long, but what's it been like to watch these guys grow up into the kind of the people and the adults and the actors that they become? Because you've been there at such a kind of pivotal moment in their young lives and careers.
It's very surreal. I mean, recently my wife and I we started watching the series from the beginning, and it was surreal. It was tripped out, man. Like how we're like, wow, look how young they are. They grow and you don't notice it, maybe in between seasons, but it's just wild how much they've changed, and I'm really just in awe of them, of how they not only kept it together, which is hard to do in this business in general, let alone when you grow up in this business, and just cultivated their craft to just, make sure that their quality remained the same throughout. So it was, I'm so happy for all of them.
Well, I can't wait to see this series, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll stick the landing. Looking forward to seeing what you guys do next.
Thanks, man.
I'm hoping like a Fleabag movie. A Fleabag movie might be something
That'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
I love that. I'm down.